Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. Boom. Welcome back. My name is Okpeyemi. I'm a Nigerian based in the US, and on this channel I express my opinion about relationship, faith, morals, motherhood, and the likes, lifestyle vlog and the likes. As the spirit brings it, I give it out to you guys. Yes, so welcome back to my channel. Today is a continuation of my previous video on my long distance relationship, right? I know it's been long overdue. So today we're going to continue from where we stopped in the last video. So I was talking about my long distance relationship between my husband and I, and in that first video I eventually did not really go deep into it, but yeah, so this is it. Just like the title says, we married the first time we met. Yes, trust me, that's what happened. I'm not going to talk about how we met in this video, but sooner or later you get to see that video, right? Yeah, so today I just wanted to talk about the whole long distance thing, right? Okay, so my husband and I, we started talking in January 2015. At that time I just got a job, right? And I was relocating to Abuja for this job, and that was when we started talking. The process of how we started talking is that's how we met, right? So I'll talk about that one in another video. So we started talking in January 2015. I just got a new job and I was relocating to Abuja, and he was still in the military then, and he was in, I think it was in Kuwait or Jordan at that time. So, you know, we started talking and everything, and we were syncing, right? And then now it was time to see. I know I just joined the company, but I knew that along the line I'll be eligible for vacation after my 3 months probation period, right? And then my husband was there in Kuwait in the US Army, right? So we started talking, and then we tried everything possible to see ourselves. Trust me, we did everything possible just to see, right? But it wasn't just happening. So at the point where I knew that, okay, yes, I'm eligible now for a vacation. Of course, I was not ready. I was not going to Kuwait, but we're just talking about, you know, meeting maybe in Dubai, you know. He'll go to Dubai from Kuwait, where he was at the time, and then I'll go to Dubai from Nigeria, and then we'll meet, right? So it was the one that even proposed it, oh, and me, I was already happy that, okay, now let's do this. Even though I was skeptical about the whole thing, I'd not even told my mom or anything about it, because they're like, okay, so you're traveling to meet a man. All those things didn't even play out in my head. The only thing that was in my head was, okay, we're going to meet. I did not think about you know what I'm talking about, right? I did not think about, okay, I'm going to share the same room. It's not like I even have money to drop. I just started working. Using my little savings that I wanted to use to do Dubai trip, right? So he proposed it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see how it goes. On my own end, it looks like it's feasible, right? It can happen because I'd already passed my 3 months probation period. And then for him, he proposed it, and then it was not going to happen. They didn't approve it. They were like, no, he cannot leave, blah 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 blah, because of security reasons, for blah blah blah. As in so many things, he tried so many things just for us to be able to meet in Dubai, but it never happened. So we didn't get to see. We started talking in January, like I said. We talked till December. So he decided to, he decided he was going to come in December, because as at December, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was in Kuwait and Jordan for a period of 9 months, right? Within that 2015 too. From Kuwait, he was deployed to Jordan, and then from Jordan, he came back to the US. So he planned he was going to come to Nigeria in December. Before that December, we're already planning wedding. We have not seen he doesn't even know, maybe I have body odor, or me too, I don't know if he has body odor. It was just crazy, right? And everybody around us already knew we were getting married, like we had informed family. But me, deep down, I was still like, hey, Jesus. I could never, like I said, I could not tell my friends, I could not tell people that I was getting married, until I'm like, I want this guy to come first. Let him come, let me see. Even though we've been doing video calls, we do video calls like all the time. We've exchanged pictures and all of that. Like, we talk every day. From January to December when he came, we were talking every day. I don't think a day went by without us talking. We were talking, even if it's just 1 minute call, we'll still talk, despite the time difference, right? So, we're already planning wedding. We had already picked dates, all of those things. And God, I'm like, hey, is this thing happening to me? In as much as I wasn't ready to get married, honestly, I wasn't, because I just, like I said, I just got a job. That was my first like official job, even though I was doing my business on the side, but that was like my first official job. So I wanted to like save money, big girl, I wanted to live alone. I've never had the opportunity to live alone. I wanted to do all those things that spinsters they do. Well, it not happen for me. So in December, I mean, we started planning the wedding, like I said, and everything was already going. We had already gone to check all, my mom and I. But I'm like, hey, God, I want this man to confess, so let me just see. I don't know. And in as much as I had peace in my mind, the human flesh in me was still like, let this guy confess to. Let's see, eyeball to eyeball. You know, that kind of things. I didn't really tell people. So when it came in December, it was so weird because I went to, I got back from Abuja that day. It was coming from the US. So I flew in from Abuja, and then I was just around the airport area. I didn't go home, and then so that we could pick him in the evening too, because he came in the evening. So in the evening we went, and then we saw each other. It was so weird, honestly. It was really weird talking to somebody for 1 year, somebody that you're getting married to, and you've not seen each other before, and you already picked a date for your wedding. Like, I think it came December 24th or something. I can't remember all those dates. I'm not really good with dates. I think it came, I know it was like close to Christmas. I think it was 24th, Christmas Eve, that it came. And we were getting married January, I think 6th. Hey, Jesus. Isn't that the wife that's supposed to know all these dates? Me, I'm not good with dates. I miss people's birthdays a lot. Okay, yes. So, yeah, it was January 6th or 7th. Anyways, whatever it is, we're getting married like the first week in January, right? And it came Christmas Eve. So it came, it was weird. We shot hugged and everything. Welcome. I think I made like cupcakes for him. I remember I made cupcakes. Or like cupcakes, very nice. And they wrote like, welcome, sugar daddy, because I call him sugar daddy. The reason why I call him sugar daddy, you get to know, right? Anyways, it's my sugar daddy. So so I gave him the cake, we hugged and everything, and then we went to the car. It was so weird. It was really, really weird. I've never been in that kind of situation before. So it was when I saw him that I was now comfortable to tell people. And that was when I started. It was in January. It was actually in January after our court wedding. I started telling people that, oh, I'm getting married. And I was getting married in March, because we knew we were going to do our registry in January, and then it was going to go back in January and then come back in March for us to get married, like the church and traditional wedding. So it came in January, we got married legally, and then it went back to start processing my papers, and then it came back in March for us to get like married, real married. So that's it. That was the whole long distance thing for us. Like, we didn't get to see at all. So it was the first time we met that we got married legally. Do you get? So it was weird, but like I said, when God's hands is in something, it makes everything just seamless, right? And in as much as I had peace, I was still battling with the flesh too, like, let me see this guy. But I think it's just normal, right? Because I was convinced that this was my husband. I just wanted to tick all the boxes to be sure, But yeah, so that's it. It was, in the long run, it was a good thing. I think long distance relationship was a good thing for us too, because it made us talk a lot. We didn't have anything to do than to talk, even as much as you cannot talk about everything, right? Because now they advise, like any relationship expert or anybody that you talk to, the first thing they tell you is communication is key. So we're communicating a lot, we're talking a lot, because we had nothing to do. No, so now I miss all those things when people say, oh, remember when we were dating, when we went to this show, nothing like that. We're not going for any show, nothing. Everything was just talk, and then marriage, bam, So but it helped us talk a lot. So so many informations. We had so many informations. He had so many informations from me, and then I had so many informations too from him, because all we were doing was talking. So we talked a lot, and then of course he did not give room for any form of temptation because there was nothing. There's no touchy. The ordinary hug self, not to talk of peck, nothing. There was no touchy anywhere. So I think that one to help, and maybe that's why God didn't even allow the Dubai trip happen. Maybe would have fallen. You see, you before me had girl that, no, once I'm determined, I'm determined that this is not happening, then it's not going to happen. You would have determined in your head. By the time people see you share the same room, I mean, yeah, even though he's excusing you when you are maybe like you need your privacy or anything, and you're excusing him, something will see happen. You'll be in Dubai for 1 week, you're not impressed. But anyways, I feel like God just helped us so that we will not fall for temptation, and that's why the Dubai thing did not happen. And so I mean, that's our long distance relationship story. We married the first time we met each other, and I'm grateful to God that it happened, and I'm grateful it's not something that we regret now. We're happy, we're in a happy place. And I mean, it comes with its own challenges too. It was a lot of challenges. Like when we're talking then, I'll be like, God, is this really what you want for me? Because I'm not seeing this man. I remember one day we were on video call, and then I saw his military boots like by the dining. I'm like, okay, what's that boots doing there? That kind of thing. All those things I wanted to know. Is this person arranged? Is this person clean? And he's like, I like, leave the boots. Let's continue what we're saying. So I'm like, that's a sign. Can your boots be by the dining? Alpha. But yeah, it was a sweet ride, but it wasn't like what I wanted, or what it wasn't the way I wanted my courtship to be, right? I wanted more. I wanted like having fun, date nights with my partner, all those kind of things, all those sweet things. It did not happen. Now that we are married, we're incorporating it inside with these 2 children that we have. But I mean, I'm thankful to God. I'm grateful to God. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. So if you're in some kind of situation, or you feel like, oh, I'm not going into this relationship with this person because of this reason, because of long distance, you never know. Give it a try and ultimately talk to God. You want to be sure that that's what God wants for you, so that you don't end up wasting your time, right? So yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll come through with how we met. So before we started talking in January 2015, I'll feed you guys on that one. Hopefully maybe my husband will be able to join me. I don't know, he's always for me in camera shy. Is a lie. He wants the camera when he wants it me. But anyways, whatever it is, I'll feed you guys on that story, and I know you enjoy it because it's a unique situation, right? Yeah, so that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please help us grow this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share with your friends. And don't forget, like I always tell you, God loves you more than you love yourself. Oh, he loves you. Yeah, I see you in my next video. Bye. So I don't think, yeah. So my husband and I, we started talking in, was it 2015? Hey, Jesus. Yes, it was in 2015. I remember it was in January. It was in January 2015. Yes, that's when we started talking. The process of how we got. Hey, Jesus. Back girl. Okay, so we started talking in 2015.